What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today with a review for the second Clashfronts game. Have to say, I'm not too happy. Certainly feel it gets a little bit tougher around this time. But I'm going to tell you everything we did. I'm going to show you a few things, and we're going to see where we fell into some traps where we could have done a little bit better. And we had one interesting strategy which we didn't follow, but I still want to tell you guys. So let's get into this basically. Also, shout out to all the people that already supported me on lootbar.gg. You can get some cheaper dragon crystals right there. If you register through the link in the description of the video, I get a little bit of a share of it. It's an easy way to support the channel. If you want to do that, go ahead, and thanks in advance. Okay, let's start off right here. We have the round 1 over here, nothing too fancy. In contrast to the last review, which you can also check out, we went ahead and put a little bit more into this 80 base because we really wanted to get the 30 points. Turns out was way too much. 15 was an absolute overkill. And we ended up going to game 36, which you really don't need to do. So in our case, I guess next time we'll go down to 10. Maybe a little bit lower, because the problem that you really have right here already on day 1 is you kind of want to max out the points over here. You want to get the skirmish points, you want to get the melee, you want to get the trial, you want to get all of that. Well, at the same time, you don't want to pull out that many troops from this base, because that can quickly lead to you losing this. So on this one, we ended up losing the battle over here, which might have been my fault. Yeah, the problem really was I didn't set a team that had a counter to iron in any way, and the enemy ended up using iron. I think this is also a pretty clear example that really your Paragon level doesn't necessarily save you, even though we had like the P4 Cryonaya right here. We can watch this wonderful battle because it is rather short. You can see, bam, got absolutely deleted, so that was horrible. And yeah, next time I definitely learned I will put something with Dunlinger in there or anything like that. This team, while it is a good team, most certainly a little bit vulnerable to iron. Interestingly enough, also enemies not running any form of damage on CC. So it's not like we are facing an Arden here or Carolina or something like that. That is pure iron damage, which is absolutely ridiculous. I asked the support, by the way, whether or not we have the Paragon advantages like rivalry stats active in this game mode. Sadly, they haven't answered. Wanted to bring this with me into this video, but wasn't possible. The good thing is here we won the advantage. We had like they had 99 teams in here. We won at 85 teams and still went to trial and got 29 points there. So I'm more than happy with the result overall. The overall points from round 1 ended up with us having 257 points, so the highest from all of the guilds, which is really great. Maybe a little bit of a word about talking about like the other guilds that we have here. We have Camelot, Broomsticks, and Umbra, and pretty quickly from the start, we decided to do like an alliance with Camelot. They offered that. We were in contact before, I think through Kairi, which is the vice leader of my guild, and we were in contact before, so we decided, okay, let's do it like this. We can have place 1, they get place 2, and we fight Umbra and Broomsticks. From my understanding, though, Umbra was a little bit stronger than Camelot, so that was a little bit of a threat, of a challenge in this, because we kind of really wanted to get Camelot as our alliance partner to place 2, while Umbra was always like a threat because they could beat Camelot. So that was really the challenge of this round, of this entire game. Let's get into round 2. We decided to not go with the split tactic we did on the last time. So going into both 200 bases, because I feel like this is a strategy you can pull when you are far stronger than the enemy. It doesn't necessarily work out when the enemies are on your level. And the more we go up in the games, the more our rank goes up, the stronger the enemy guilds will be, and thus the less likely that a highly aggressive strategy will work, like going on both 200 tiles. So we had Camelot go in this one, and they left the hamster to us. This is the hamster tile, this time on this 200 tile. Last round we thought it was like on this 100 tile. So And we basically hoarded the hamster. That was our strategy. And we can see Camelot here losing their 80 tile while winning the enemy 80 tile is quite funny. And we gave up on the 100 tile. So this was something that we didn't really defend this one. If there was really one big mistake, I have to say, throughout this round, is that I didn't really stick to our plan in the last review. In the last review I mentioned to aggressively push skirmish and to aggressively go into as many tiles with skirmish as possible. And I think throughout the entire game, on many tiles, we have missed this and haven't used this opportunity. I'm not even sure there is one from us in here. Okay, there was Megafungi was in here. Over here, we were, so on this start, I think we were still good, but later on, yeah. So then we really went into round 3, and round 3 was still fairly good. We went into the HQ that was planned together with Camelot, so we have the same situation here. We have our alliance partner on one side, we have us on the other side, we have HQ with the chance so that we could just say, okay, if Camelot needs some points, they just take HQ from us. So that was like the idea. Camelot over here lost their 80 place. Umbra bringing themselves into very good position actually with the 100 tile right there, the 80 tile here and the 80 tile there. Not like a good position in terms of the attackable tiles, but still a very good position in terms of points, because that is 260 points already just from melee. Plus you can do skirmish and combat trials, so that is a pretty good position. Same position here, mirror position as broomsticks, both with fairly aggressive stances towards going into the middle. And we know on round 4 and 5 we get the points from the hamster. So on round 4 and 5, if you have a hamster tile, at the end of the round you get an extra 400 points on both round 4 and 5. So we kind of expected a bit of aggression here. Haven't seen any so far. So that was really crazy. There wasn't any aggression really. Camelot here also not facing any aggression. And then we had round 4 and you already see what went wrong. Bam! Camelot being kicked out of this 200 base. Absolute disaster, because this is absolutely horrible. You can see they were in there with 92 troops, most of their team, and being attacked by 141. Absolutely crazy. And lost this base. So this was something that we definitely didn't want to happen, because this is a disaster. We had the good situation that they asked us ahead of time whether they can go into HQ. So we said, okay, no problem, get those points. This was planned from the start. Get those points, get yourself to 250. So while they went out here, they could, of course, easily with 3 teams get the HQ, get some points there. Otherwise, they would have gone out of battle, because you can see Camelot not having basically any bases anymore other than the HQ that we gave them. And we're here with very little bases, actually. We have the 80 base there, which was random. This one was also random, because those are all bases we basically got with a single team. So some freebie bases. And this may be a little bit of something that you can take away. There are so many times where I, throughout this battle, have seen bases where you can just go in, and if you have one strong player, you can get it with one team. Look at that. This like 6 people in there, where here we have like 8, and this is 100 points. This is a 100 point base. There are the same amount of teams in here as in here. And this is like ridiculous. If you go in with 3 strong people, you have this 100 points. So crazy. And we end up getting like 80 points there, 80 points there, 600 points here, of course, in the middle, not having many bases, still working out fairly great. So at the end of this round, we have the following situation: 1,458 on Camelot still, which is a good point amount, because we had this very aggressive push towards the middle. They are being threatened here mainly by Umbra, but Broomsticks would still be in reach in theory, so they just have to get a few more points. Camelot with not a whole lot of bases, not a whole lot of attack options as well. They can attack this 200 base, they can attack the 100 and the 80. That is really it, or us, but I mean, like, they won't. So this was really it. Again, interesting, no attack at all. We were defending this because we were like, oh, 600 points, we can't lose 600 points. Nobody attacked us. So yeah, pretty defensive. So for the last one, this is the part where it really gets interesting. For the last one, we had 2 options that we discussed. We ended up using a tactic that was, well, not aggressive. anti-social, would you say this like this? I don't know. The strategy, and this sounds very, very mean, was to reduce the amount of points that Umbra gets, which is kind of mean. But the idea, and Camelot wanted to get points. Camelot really wanted to get like the most amounts of points, so we suggested to them to go into the 600, and we decided to go, okay, we will take stuff from Umbra. So we switched basically our positions right here. They went into the 600 base, we went into the HQ. We took the 100 base there from Umbra, took that right here, and that was pretty easy, by the way. Then we had the 80 here, which was very easy to take as well, again with 3 teams. And Umbra actually took a lot. Look at that. Like they really did that. That was one team. Again, they went in with 5 teams. Here with just 4 teams. And the strategy that I actually wanted to do first was to just attack every single base on the outer ring, because we could have done that. We could have done that from this positioning, because we can attack this base from here. We can attack this one obviously from here and from our main base. We can attack both of those. We can attack this one. And I wanted to attack just every single one, put like 20 troops into the 100 things, put like 10 troops in the 80 things. And if you consider that, that would have worked. That would have worked. Looking back at this, this would have worked. This would have actually cleared all of those stages. And we would have gotten all 480 bases, which is another 320 points, plus skirmish, plus combat trial. And then we have like the 2 100 bases, which we also would have gotten. For an additional 200 points, plus skirmish again, plus combat trials, and a total of 6 bases that we would have had completely covered. So absolutely interesting. We ended up winning, of course, nonetheless, no problem. The final point score was fairly close for Camelot. Didn't expect Umbra to go for the outer ring that much. But we got solid points. We got Camelot to place 2, so I was overall, not happy, because it was a little bit chaos, especially like here when Camelot lost. But still, I think fairly decent overall. So that is really the entire strategy. Maybe keep that in mind. Honestly, what I really like, and maybe as a summary for the end of this and afterwards, maybe as a little surprise, we will do 160 epic summons. I still have those, so I thought this would be cool. The outer ring can often be fairly attackable. So what I would advise you to do is, if you go through the rounds and if you watch your reports and you just see, okay, I mean, here they still have a fair amount of people in there. You see stuff like this, okay, they maybe pull out some people here, and then on 4 you can see how little people on 4 are there, how much this concentrates towards the middle. If you notice like a development like this, just looking at the amount of profile pixel, look at this. If you notice a development like this, there is an opportunity for you to do this push on the outer bases on turn 5, or maybe even already on turn 4. It's just like the question of how many troops are still in there. Like, if it looks like this, probably wouldn't go there. But if it looks like this, for example, already on turn 3, go in there at turn 4. Get yourself all those points, because this is actually a lot of points. Check this out. This is just what Broomsticks got in here. It's just like 10 points for skirmish, because they lost the skirmish. If you win the skirmish, it's 20. So let's say 20 plus 80 plus 14. Maybe if you have a few stronger people and you max this out, it's 30 points. It's 30 points, right? I'm not crazy. Wait, they only got 12. 24, it's 30. So just keep that in mind, 30. So you have like 130 points from just a single 80 base. How crazy this is. If you can get all of those like for cheap, which is essentially it is for cheap, then you can get so many points. I think that is something that you really want to keep an eye out, how the people act. And Hamster Tile, actually good. Like, if you can get it, if you're strong enough to get it, it's like 1,200 points on like just round 4 and 5. It's like just the hamster bonus was 800 of our points, which is crazy. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind. Just my thoughts on this season. I think next season will be even tougher. We have to play even smarter, and stuff like this, and maybe knowledge like this, or ideas like this, I would really say, this is something that can set you apart from the other people and can put you a little bit up ahead. So, epic summons. Nobody likes to watch them somehow in this game. I don't know. I just put them at the end of the video for the people that watch a long time. And maybe you guys enjoy it. I don't know. We want to get 3 copies of Vala. That's my goal. And I want to get Lorsen to P4. He's P3. And so we have to see what we can get. First S tier on the pity timer, actually. Let's see. Niru on the way to P4. Kafra actually on the way to Supreme Plus. We don't have him Supreme Plus yet. And a Tazi. Tazi, I think, recently hit P3. Oh, back to back. Okay, we take it. Let's see. Who do we get? Lorsen, okay. I really also want to get some more Bonnie copies. I think is she P1 or P2 on my account? Something like this. Feels way too low. This guy hit P2 recently, Hugin. We also made the video yesterday. Lightforge spell and Hugin. Yeah, was pretty cool. Pretty cool combination if you haven't seen it. I mean, we did some crazy teams. But I still want him. Yeah, because he's such a great support. Such a great support. Maybe not the hero that you necessarily wanted to summon in a rate up. But for me, it would have probably been right to go for the rate up for him even more. And I think for the last season, I've underestimated a little bit how much I would want to go for rate ups higher than necessarily Supreme Plus this season. Well, mainly because of the Paragon buffs, I guess. But now I really want... Ui, I thought this was a little bit more crazy. But 5 80s, okay. I mean, not bad. We got double Sinbad. I have to make a video about last season's 80s anyway. Like crazy. We got Hugin, Sinbad, we got Bonnie. All of those like, it's like, okay, I don't know. Last season, this season, all crazy. Every single one. It is a madness. It is a madness. Nice, S tier. Love it. Come on, give me a Vala. We haven't gotten any. Okay, Tazi once again. Tazi once again. But we got, at least we get a good amount of S tiers, I guess. Or a decent amount. Should I say decent amount? Is it even a good amount yet? It's not like we were going super crazy. That's pity timer, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I thought, again, they're trolling me with those summons. You see that yourself. Okay, we got the Vala, two more. Then we get Vala P3, and I really want Vala P3 actually for my next video. I can spoil this now. My next video is going to be a Vala video. We need one more copy. Come on. AFK Journey. They are trolling me. Take those 80s away. Oh no, 10, don't take them away. Give them to me still, but don't let me think I get another quad pull, because we got a quad pull. Ah, come on. 3 80s, really? I mean, I should stop complaining, because I want Hugin, I want Sinbad, I want Bonnie, and I take Kafra. So it's like, should stop complaining about this. Come on, be a Vala, let us get that P3 upgrade right now. Ah, it's a Lawson. It's like, we get like 3 Lawson copies already? Crazy. Ah, no. I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Oh, no. Ah, it was the last one. So we are now really 1 copy short. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I think, yeah. We got the cover upgrade. I thought it was Vala. Oh, no. Mythic plus Kafra. That's the result of this video. Oh, that is not cool. That is not cool. Sylvan Banishment. Oh, we can get him to Supreme. Great. Oh god. 20 more copies. Come on, we upgrade him to +5 as well. Does he get good stats? I should... Oh, that is a video. That is the video. I do Kafra video. Is he called Kafra or Kefra? Kafra, I think. I do the Kafra review. Because everybody says he's bad, but nobody says why. I will make a Kafra video. If you care about that, tell me down in the comments below. And if you are on the way to that, and click maybe on the subscribe button, and if you can do on the loot bar link as well. Actually, you don't even need to buy anything if you go in there and like click on the link and maybe register. That already helps. It's an insane way to support me, but leaving a comment is the best thing ever. And I hope I can get this last copy of Vala pretty soon, and then we'll make a great Vala video. So that is something to look forward to. And other than that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.